time for your second layer. And the only thing that you have to do in your middle layer or your second layer are the edges that you see right here. And the beginner method for that is what I'll start with. Is your edges you're going to start with the ones that are on the bottom. Those are the ones that are easier to take care of. And if you're looking at it from the side again, you're going to find an edge that has two colors, and here's one. If yellow is my bottom, we're going to disregard yellow as ever being a color, and everything else is a color. So this is made up of two colors, and the one that I can see, if I'm looking at it from the side, I'm going to turn it over so I can make a T right here, or just, match it up with the side you've got. And then the other color is blue, and blue's right here. So I'm going to turn that edge piece away from where it's going. It's going right here. And then I'm going to turn that side where it's going, I'm going to turn it down. So now this is lined up again. And I'm going to turn this edge back up. And I'm going to turn it over one more time, this time in the other direction, kind of towards where it's going, and I'm going to turn this side down. And now you see we've got these two sides are matched up, and we're just going to turn it. We've got this corner matched in, and turn this side up. Now that edge is in place. Now we're going to look for another two colors. Here it is. So we're going to match the blue with the blue, or make a T. And then you're going to turn it away from where it's going, because, you see, blue and orange piece, so it's going away from the orange. The orange side will come down, bring it back over, remake your T-ish, because it's not really a T anymore. Now you're going to turn this side over one more time, turn this edge over this time, so you can move this into its slot, move that back up. Now that's in place. Find our next two colored. There it is, it's red and green. Now you're going to make your cross on this side, or your T, or just match the red with the red. It's red and green, so it's going right here. So I'm going to turn it this way, so I'm still turning it away from where it's going. I'm going to turn the opposite side down, move it back to its original position, bring this side back up. I'm going to turn the bottom layer down, or over one more time. I'm going to turn this edge down so I can match these up, move that into its slot, and then turn it up. Now you've got any more colors you need, there it is. Here's your last color. It's green and orange, so you're going to move the green with the green. You're going to turn it away from where it's going. This edge will go down. Bottom goes back over. This edge goes back up. Turn the bottom over one more time. Bring the other edge down. Move this into its slot. And there you go. Now, some of you may have a case where not all of your edges were down here on the bottom layer, but say this one that you needed was up here, or maybe it's turned sideways or is in the wrong place. Here, let me show you this real quick. Say something like that happened, where it was in the right place, or it was switched, or you just had one of these colored pieces in an edge spot where it wasn't supposed to go. How you get that out of there is you do the exact same thing. You just, you don't really have to move the bottom over, because that'd be pointless. So pretend I just move the bottom this way. That way I know that I'm going to turn this edge down. I'm going to move the bottom back over. This edge back up. Bottom over one more time. This edge down. Bottom back over, so you can move your corner into its place. Move this edge back up. Now you've got an unimportant piece in that edge place, and the edge you were looking for is now on the bottom. Now you're going to do that the way you did all the others. Match these up. It's going away from the blue. You just go through this. Now if you have any questions, or if I'm going too fast, or you need clarification, just comment, and I'll try my best to answer everything. Alright, so now you have your first two layers. Your first side that you ever solved is still there. And now you're just focused on your last layer, which it will take the longest time. There are a few more steps than the other ones took, and this is where you'll really get into the algorithms. So I'll start that. Alright, your next step is to solve the last layer. And so just, you've been holding your cube like this, flip it over, because your last layer is kind of going to be what you focus on, so just make it your top. Now, the first thing you want to do is you want to make sure the corners are all in the right places. They don't have to be turned the right way, they just kind of need to be in the right place. Now, if you look, this is in the right place. It's red and blue is over here. This is in the right place, orange and blue. This is not in the right place. It's red and green. It needs to be orange and green. So that one's obviously not going to be in the right place either. So these two corners need to switch places. So the corners that I need to switch, for this algorithm, I'm going to hold them so that they're on my top right. Yeah, and the algorithm to do this is L, UI, RI, U, LI, UI, R, U2. And whenever I say 2 with something, you just turn it twice, and it doesn't matter which direction, because it's going to end up in the same place. And now if you look, these are the two we're switching. Now the orange and green is in the right spot, red and green, blue and red, blue and orange. Alright? So now all of our corners are in the right spot. Now our goal is we're going to ignore the corners for a minute and we're going to go to the edges. And basically we want to make another cross. And there is one short algorithm you can do to do this. It's going to kind of move things around. But what you want to do is say if you have just a single bar like this, you're going to hold it horizontal. And you're going to do this algorithm, which is F, U, R, UI, RI, FI. Now you see you've got this little arrow here. And you want it to where, like, it's pointing towards the bottom right. So your arrow's going to point down there, and then you're going to do that algorithm again. And you're going to do F, U, R, UI, RI, FI. Now that one, basically, that's the same algorithm both times, and you just do it as many times as you need to, and you can kind of figure out how to work with it so it doesn't waste your time. But I don't want to confuse you right now, right as you're starting off. So just use that algorithm as many times as you need to, and just kind of move around, work with your cube so you can get this. But and say if you don't have any edges around here, you just have a single dot for right here, use that same algorithm. It's going to get you either the bar or the arrow, and just keep doing it, like I said, until you get the cross.